By what name are you calling him?
Brian!
We worship you, O Brian, who are Lord over us all. Praise unto you, Brian, and to the Lord our Father. Amen.
Do you do a lot of this, then?
What?
This praising.
No.
Well, if you're dropping by again, do pop in. And thanks a lot for the gold and frankincense. But don't worry too much about the myrrh next time, all right? Thank you. Goodbye.
'Tis the season to celebrate your chosen miracle, and the miracle I choose to celebrate is Monty Python's Life of Brian. Now, when I was about, 12 or 13, I think this was maybe my favorite movie of all time, and it was for a lot of my friends too, and we would pass each other in the hall and just quote lines back and forth. There are so many memorable bits and scenes and gags and silly jokes.
What's this then? Romanes eunt domus. People call Romanes, they go the house.
It says Romans go home.
No, it doesn't.
Crucifixion?
Yes.
Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
You've had a hard time. I've been here 5 years. They only hung me the right way up yesterday.
I shall release Brian!
Life of Brian tells the story of a young Jewish man of humble birth, played by Graham Chapman, who doesn't really look Jewish at all. But never mind. Born in a manger, Brian throughout his life is devoted to his charming and lovely mother.
Go and praise someone else's brat.
He gets involved with a shady Judean liberation organization that gets him in trouble with the Romans. The people mistake him for a prophet. And, of course, he ends up, where else? On the cross.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Now, this movie has everything you'd want, everything you remember. The cross-dressing, the funny voices, a rather acute view of politics in the ancient Middle East.
All right, but apart from the sanitation, the medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation, roads, a fresh water system and public health, what have the Romans ever done for us?
Brought peace.
And of course, a trenchant critique of religious fanaticism, and a rather bizarre and wonderful mixture of production values. Sometimes this movie looks like a great big sword and sandals epic. Other times it looks like a Sunday school pageant captured on a home video camera for YouTube. What makes Life of Brian Pythonesque, of course, is this mixture of absolute silliness and a fairly high level of sophistication. These guys, after all, had been educated at Oxford and Cambridge. They knew their ancient history pretty well. They knew their Bible. And I have to say that Life of Brian is perhaps the most authentic view of religious life in occupied Judea until Mel Gibson came along and made Passion of the Christ.
And black, and the eyes thereof red with the blood of living creatures.
Now, is this movie blasphemous? I think it's probably a little too ridiculous and lighthearted to give much offense. But it does offer a fairly trenchant satire of the tendency that pops up at every period in history of people to look around and find some individual somewhere and decide that that guy, no matter who he might say he is, must be the Messiah. He must be the one.
He has given us a sign!
Oh, he has given us a shoe!
It's true, he's the sign. Let us follow his example. What? Let us, like him, hold up one shoe and let the other be upon our foot, for this is his sign that all who follow him shall do likewise.
Yes. No, the shoe is a sign that we must gather shoes together in abundance.
Cast off the shoe!